Hello, my name is Jeremiah Jackson, and today we'll be doing Circuit 3. For Circuit 3, you will need three 330 ohms resistors, one LED light, and 6 wires, all preferably a different color. Now, first I'm going to explain how this is going to work. I'm going to connect the 5-volt wire and the ground wire over here. We're going to put the signal wires, which will come from the output side here. They'll go across to this part of the breadboard, and then they'll go across the other side where they will go through the resistors first. They'll go through the resistors across to the other side, the signal wires, and then they'll hit the LED, and then they'll go from the ground wire from the LED to the ground wire and back into the Arduino. And that will be our complete circuit. So first, I'll put the resistors so that I can know where I'm going to put the rest of my wires. I'm going to put my resistors in rows 4, 5, 6, and 4, 6, and 7. 4, 6, and 7. Here's the first one in row 4. Here's the second one in row 6. And here's the last one in row 7. I'm going to connect the signal wires to them. I'm going to put the signal wires in pins 9, 10, and 11 for the Arduino. 9, I'll make the red pin. 10, I'll make the green pin. And 11, I'll make the blue pin. I'm going to connect the red pin to row 4. I'll connect the green pin to row 6. And I'll connect the blue pin to row 7. Then I'm going to put the ground wire. This one I'll connect the ground wire for the LED. I'll connect it to row 5. And then I'll connect it to the grounded side of the breadboard, which I will now ground with this ground wire. This ground wire will come here and it'll go into the ground of the Arduino over here in this connection. And I'm going to also put a 5-volt wire to here into the power slot and here into the 5-volt connection of the Arduino. So the signals are going to come from here and go through these wires, through the resistors, and through the LED lamp I'm going to put right here. And then the ground of the LED light will be grounded through this wire, which will then go to the ground wire and then back to the Arduino. And you can tell which wire is the ground wire on the LED light based on the longest wire. The longest wire is the grounded wire. So I'm going to put that here. Trying to put it into 4 slots. There. And you can see our program is already running. Okay. Now we'll mess with the programming and see what we can change. First thing we'll do is we'll look at the functions. There are 2 functions. The first function is main colors, which alternates between full on and full off for each of the colors. And then we have show spectrum, which is basically it changes the intensity of the colors and the gradient in a certain pattern. So we can actually turn one of these off just by deleting it. So first we're going to delete this one. I'm going to compile it. waiting for it to compile. Then we're going to send it, upload it to the Arduino. You can see the changes happening. And now the main color, the show colors is gone. And now all we have is show spectrum. So spectrum is what I'm just going to call the rainbow function. And now you only have that, and you don't have the full on, full off, turn off of each colors in a certain pattern anymore. You only have the rainbow, which is a changing of the intensity of each color. Okay, now we're going to change it back. We're going to bring it back. And we're going to verify that again. Main colors function. We're going to upload that. And now you can see it starts off by full on, full off for each of the colors again. Next, we're going to change the delay. So here you can see main colors, the function, how it works. You can see that it turns on. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different functions. 8 different settings. One where each where a different one where green, red, and blue are on in different ways for each setting. So for here, all of them are off. Here, only red is on, only green is on, only blue is on. Then it alternates between all the possibilities, full on and full off. And we're going to change the delay between each of these settings. So here, I'm just going to make it 1/10 of a second instead of a full second by taking the 0 off the 1,000. 1,000 is equal to 1 second. So when I take the 0 off, now it's only 1/10 of a second. I'm going to do that for each of the delays between all the functions. Now we're going to compile that. And we're going to upload that to the Arduino. And now you can see that it changes much faster between each of the ones, and it goes straight, and almost not straight to, but it goes through the main colors function much faster. Okay, now let's reset all that. Oh shoot. What happened? Okay, so now that we reset everything, now we're going to do the third thing that we can do, is we can actually switch the color order of both functions. So right now it goes through, we actually, before the functions were defined, if we go up here, we can see that for the functions to work, first the red pin, green pin, and blue pin had to be connected to the actual output pins here. So 9, 10, and 11 are the 9 is red, 10 is green, and blue is 11. And you can see that that's how it's defined here. Pin mode, green, red, green, blue. But if we change if we switch 9 and 11, we can actually switch the order for both functions. So I'm going to change this to 9. I'm going to change this to pin 11, and we're going to see how that changes the actual program. We're going to see how that changes the order of both functions. Now let's see what happens. Now you can see the order has actually changed. All right, now we're going to change that back after we saw the full cycle again. 9, 11. We're going to compile that. I'm going to upload it. And now we're going to see, now it's back to normal. It starts with red again. It doesn't start with blue anymore. Thank you.